Is it taping? I think so. Who knows? Anyway, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. Welcome back to What's on the Playlist Today. And what's on the playlist today is Halfway Between the Gutters and the Stars by Fatboy Slim, which we will see an image of here in the corner because I'm fancy. This is the third album by Fatboy Slim. The title is a reference to an Oscar Wilde quote, which is, "We are all in the gutters, but some of us are looking at the stars," I guess. I'm not trying to classify the music on this album. Online it says it's like some kind of funk, but it's like not really. It's just its own thing. I mean, I guess you could call some of it funk, but it's not. It doesn't. It's its own thing. It's its own genre of music almost. Critically, this got positive reviews generally, but there were also people who thought this was like Fatboy Slim's time was over, done. He was done. This he wasn't capable of making good music anymore. Anyway, that's about the actual record itself. I want to talk about me and how I feel about this album and kind of how I got it. I generally dismiss this album, Fatboy Slim in general, because it sounds like a rapper's name. And I generally don't listen to rap or hip hop or anything like that. I've got maybe like 3 rap albums in my entire music collection. And since I've got almost between 750 and 800 albums, the fact there's only 3 of that in particular genre is telling of my musical taste. I occasionally find something I like, but it's pretty rare. So, I kind of dismissed Fatboy Slim, thinking he's a rapper. I knew about the album, knew about the Weapon of Choice song, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I was looking up another band that I liked, and I found out that the one of the performers in the band was actually Fatboy Slim. It's like, this is like an alternative band from the 80s. I'm like thinking, okay, well, maybe it's not rap. Oh, one more thing before I get into that. The artist, his name is John Cook. He's in the Fatboy Slim is in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most charted singles under a different name, because he's been in like 8 different bands. He uses a different alias in every single band. So it's like he's in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most singles under a different name. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, back to this album. Anyway, like I said, I was looking up an old alternative band from the 80s I liked, and I ran across the fact that he became, I think it was the bassist. And he became something else. Like, well, I liked that music. Maybe I'll give this a chance. So, went to YouTube's, pulled up Weapon of Choice video because that's the only song I knew. And I started watching it. I started actually like, yeah, this is kind of a fun song. It's got a good catchy beat. It's repetitive, but so what? So is a lot of music. Listening to it, grooving along with it. Watching Christopher Walken jive and dance and tap dance around this set. But I'm listening to the lyrics, and I'm watching Christopher Walken do his little thing, and listening to the lyrics. I'm like, if you walk without rhythm, you won't attract the worm. If you walk without rhythm, you won't attract the worm. That's from Frank Herbert's novel Dune. The lyrics of Weapon of Choice are referencing Frank Herbert's science fiction novel Dune. It's like, okay, I like the song, but I kind of have to buy this now just because that's such a weird fact that I gotta buy it. I did look up some other songs on it. I went to YouTube, looked, was it going to be a one-time deal? Is it going to be the only song I liked? Like, there's a couple other songs I like. I still haven't listened to it enough to really figure out if I like a lot of the other songs. I like Ya Mama, I think is the name of the song. That's just nothing but beat. That song's got some funk. I've heard some of the other stuff. For those of you who don't know me very well, when I buy a new record, I just put it in the mix. You know, I have my music's on shuffle, so I don't actually like I bought this. I haven't actually sat and listened to it straight through. It just shows up in the shuffle when it shows up. And given the fact that I've got enough music to play for a month, nonstop, it takes a while for me to play all the way through everything. It is what it is. But do I like this album? Yes. Just the fact of walking with that rhythm, you don't check the worm, puts us high up on my list. That sparks joy. It really does. It just tickles me so much. As you can tell, I mean, I bought this a couple months ago and I'm still laughing about it. And the other stuff I like too. I'm not sure if this is an album I would recommend to people. Not because it's bad, just because, like I said, the music really kind of defies definition. It's not alternative. It's not ska. It's not punk. It's not hip hop. It's not rap. It's not funk. Not really. It's not prog. It's not acid. The closest you could get is it's funk music, but even then, that's a stretch. It's kind of out there. The songs are fun. They've got a good beat. So, I mean, this is definitely in the A material for me. At least a couple of the songs are. The other ones that I have heard, more of a B level. Overall, I think I'd give the album like a B+. There's enough songs on here that I really like. But the other stuff to me is kind of like, so far, just kind of meh. I wouldn't recommend anyone going right out and buy this album. I would just suggest going on YouTube, finding some Fatboy Slim stuff, giving it a listen, put it in the background for a while, see if it strikes your fancy. But I really like it, and I just find the circumstances under which I decided to purchase this album to be kind of fun. You know, the fact that I didn't expect it. It was just an unexpected treasure, really. Just because it's this guy whose music I liked from, oh Christ, back in the 80s. This album came out in 2000 too, also. So like 2000 also, not 2002. So yeah, just the bizarre circumstances under which I wound up liking this and getting into it. I really thought I wanted to talk about. But there we have it. Fatboy Slim's Weapon of Choice. If you like this video, please seek therapy. As always, thank you for watching. And until next time, good hunting.